Welcome guys to another episode of United Transfer Talk, and in this one I'm going to have a couple more stories that has been been in the news over a couple of days and during the past week has caught my eye surrounding the news with United and potential transfers targets that we might go for during the summer transfer window. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Angelo Henriquez. He is an 18-year-old playing as a striker for a side Universidad de Chile in the South American League. His goal scoring record so far has been really good, 8 goals in 10 games. And as reported this morning, as of the Friday the 8th of May, that a bid of £3.3 million has been accepted for him from United. And it doesn't come to me as a surprise because if you guys followed United a few years back, he actually trained with us for a couple of weeks, I think, because Sir Alex was so mesmerised by his talent then, and he's only 18, like I said, and he's trained with us I think when he was 16, so that must have told you something, that this kid has something special, and Sir Alex wouldn't have pursued him and be persistent with this transfer if he didn't think otherwise. It's interesting to hear what the pundits are saying. Tim Vickery of TalkSport, he talked about how this kid has a lot of talent, but he feel as though the move might be a bit too early in his career, and he would suggest to him to perhaps stay and be loaned out again by United back to his side now, Universidad de Chile, to develop himself even more, because after all, he's only 18, so it would be unlikely for him to push it for a starting place right now, and so it would benefit him hugely to be getting first team action with his club side now. And again, the 3.3 million would be a steal if he does live up to all the expectation and hype that has been gone around him for the past few seasons. So but just like Shinji Kagawa in later on in the transfer window, when we complete him, he will require a work permit, a UK work permit, meaning that he has to apply for that, and we don't know how long that will take, and it's not a formality like Shinji Kagawa, as Henriquez hasn't played for his national side yet, meaning that he doesn't really have fulfill that potential and have that special grant, but he would probably get in under the rule of he has a special talent that would benefit the Barclays Premier League. So that would be the ideal and argument kind of way that we would get Henriquez into the country. So Henriquez, 3.3 million, 18-year-old striker. What do you guys think of him? And please leave your comment below, guys. The next one is again a very young player. His name is Viktor Fischer. He is playing at the moment for the Ajax Academy. He's 17-year-old. He can play as midfielder, centre attacking midfielder, a winger, predominantly on the left hand side and cutting in, and also he can fulfill a number 10 role just as Wayne Rooney or Ashley Young are also capable of. And he has been linked this week to a £8.8 million move to United. He's already been compared to Christian Eriksen, who, as you know, played against us with Ajax in the Europa League, who looked very good. It's a bit strange that we are comparing this 17-year-old to a 20-year-old. So it's Christian Eriksen already been lauded as the the new Michael Laudrup of the world, and this kid has been quoted to be the next Christian Eriksen. And again, Ajax Academy has a very reputation, a world famous reputation for producing youngsters such as these ones, and also in the past the Boers, Bergkamp, etc. like that. So it's a great club in producing young foreign players as well. And Viktor Fischer, 8.8 million. I haven't seen a lot of him. He obviously unproven and only playing at reserves level for Ajax, so 8.8 million would be deemed as a risk. But if he does live up to the hype and develop to his full potential, that could be a huge bargain, just as we did with Cristiano Ronaldo. If Sir Alex deemed that he is good enough, then he is old enough, and he would be willing to spend as much as he can, and getting him in through the door at Old Trafford and seeing this young potential develop into a world superstar. And Viktor Fischer, a very exciting prospect, just as Angelo Henriquez, but again, they are both unproven and would perhaps need time to settle down in this country, and perhaps even gone on loan before they even make it to the first team training and action. So what do you guys think of Viktor Fischer? 17-year-old, 8.8 million, playing for Ajax at the moment. So leave your comment below, guys, about that one. The next one is a bumper story because it was reported, I think, on Monday this week, where United had made inquiries for Luka Modric, Cheick Tiote and Leighton Baines of Everton. And as you know, I've been talking about at least two of these transfer targets over the past few weeks, and they are really, at the centre focus of all the speculation, because two of them are ideal for what we need at the moment. And I'll firstly talk about Luka Modric. Again, he is a 26-year-old midfielder playing for Tottenham Hotspur, and in a story quoted by the Daily Mail, it was actually saying that United had made an inquiry for Modric, and Tottenham said to him they won't accept anything that is below £32 million. And now as reports been today saying that we are set to sign Luka Modric for £25 million, with £5 million added on as a bonus for league successes and appearances and goals and stuff like that. And I think the structured deal are becoming more popular because it helps to lower the initial price, and if the player does help the club to achieve, then it will obviously seem to be worthy of the bonuses. Luka Modric would be an ideal replacement for a player like Paul Scholes. He's a little composer in the middle of the pick, pulling all the strings and dictating play. And Luka Modric would probably be likely to leave Spurs as they failed to qualify for Europe or the Champions League specifically. And last season he kicked up a fuss about the same thing, wanting to go to Chelsea, but Chelsea already had and signed Eden Hazard, so it would be unlikely they would splash out on Luka Modric leaving the way for us. And I think £25 million initial fee would be a bargain for Luka Modric. Again, he's only 26 years old, meaning that he is about to hit his prime, and he would serve as an ideal replacement for Paul Scholes, who is widely expected to be playing in his last season in his professional career. And a lot of you guys on Twitter and also on YouTube has been saying how Luka Modric would be your ideal replacement to complement Shinji Kagawa, and how he would match up with Michael Carrick in centre midfield and linking up with Shinji Kagawa, and that would be an attacking Arsenal that would be hard to beat. So Luka Modric looks like he could be coming to United for £25 million with £5 million of added bonuses. So what do you guys make of that deal? And leave your comment below. The next one is to do with a player that I haven't reported on so far, but again, a lot of you guys has been mentioning his name within the podcast and also the Twitter stream, and it's Cheick Tiote. And a lot of you guys think that we need a central midfield player with more defensive ability than attacking ability right now. And what I say to that is, I think Sir Alex has been quoted in the past saying that he doesn't specifically need a defensive midfielder, but he has in the form of Darren Fletcher and Michael Carrick. But again, Darren Fletcher has been ruled out for a long time with that bowel condition, unfortunately. So that left Michael Carrick, and a lot of you guys are not content with Michael Carrick as being the kind of anchor man, because he's not perhaps tough enough and robust enough in that role. And Tiote, he would certainly bring that toughness into the central of midfield, because he has proven with Newcastle that he can step up from another league to the Premier League, because he's a physical player, so he would relish the challenge of that physicality aspect of the game. And Tiote, he would be a great signing, but for £20 million, yes, it's fine doing it from Newcastle week in, week out, but what is it like stepping up to another level to United? And £20 million for Cheick Tiote, a 25-year-old Ivorian international, wouldn't seem as a risk in my opinion. But again, it would be hugely inflated from what Newcastle paid for him. But again, you could say that as just the market and how if you want a great player, you need to pay a lot of money for him. And Tiote, he would fit into that role. But if I had my choice, I would pick Jan Villa because his talks with Arsenal has broken down, meaning that he is only 21 and he fulfill a similar role to Cheick Tiote, and meaning we're getting a lot more potential, and a fully French international is not a big risk in my opinion. And Jan Villa will be a more exciting prospect, but again, Cheick Tiote is proven in the Premier League. But again, that price point, I don't know, I have mixed opinion on this one. So you guys leave your comment below. Cheick Tiote for £20 million, and what do you guys think of that deal? Leave your comment below, guys. The next player I'm going to talk about, I've been talked about, and it's an area that I've been covered for a long while, and it's to do with the left back area. It has been reported this week that actually Jordi Alba has almost completed a deal for around 15 or 10 million pounds with Barcelona, meaning that basically we're out of the race, and they had a pre-agreement deal anyway, so we weren't really having a great chance of signing Alba in the first place. But Leighton Baines, as a potential replacement of Patrice Evra. But again, similarly to Cheick Tiote, we've made an inquiry to Everton, but they said they won't sell him for less than £20 million. And for a 27-year-old left back, and he is only 4 years junior of Patrice Evra, that would seem to be a very waste of money, because it's not. I don't think Leighton Baines will displace Patrice Evra at the heart of the defence, and £20 million sitting on the bench is no use. And I'm sure Leighton Baines would be rather staying at Everton and getting a full game every single week. So Leighton Baines, Alex is a huge admirer of Leighton Baines, but I don't think it's plausible to spend £20 million on a replacement. To me, I would rather have kept Fabio, and Fabio has been quoted in saying that if we were going to offer Baines, we might let Fabio go on loan to Everton, so that they have a transition period for Fabio to fulfill that Leighton Baines role at left back for them, while Leighton Baines completes his transfer to United. And another player could be included in that deal is Ji-sung Park. As you know, Ji-sung Park is a hugely popular figure within the dressing room and also amongst the fans. But Park, he only had 8 starts last season, and he is 31 now, coming to almost to the autumn of his career, meaning that he probably would want a little bit more game time. And again, Park is a hugely popular figure, runs his legs and heart out every single game that we put him in. But again, his chance has come limited, so it might tempt him, but you never know about this deal. I myself wouldn't take this deal personally, because Leighton Baines again is perhaps if he was about 25, 24, then I would definitely have said yes, get him in as the replacement for Patrice Evra. But he is 27 going to 28, and honestly, I don't think he would want to be sitting around deputising for Patrice Evra. So what do you guys think of that deal? And £20 million for Leighton Baines, £20 million for Cheick Tiote, and £32 million potentially for Luka Modric has been quoted. And leave your comment below about Leighton Baines and any of the other stories. So there you have it. That's another episode of United Transfer Talk. I hope you guys like this video, and please rate, comment and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.